Yeah, what's in your shop? That's in the cut. Hey man, quick little testimony. I got a reality check on how fucked up Babylon is. You been know, but you get these reality checks. So I've been in Maryland for like 3 years, and I was down there. One of the brothers, knew him for a long time. His younger brother, which I knew too because I knew him for so long, got into some shit. I'm not gonna really put that out there. So he got arrested. So scrolling through town, I wasn't able to like check him out or nothing because I'm way in Maryland. So I've been back around for like 6 months, 4 months, some shit like that. 4 months. I land by the jail. So I'm like, you know what? The spirit like, yo, go see him. So I wasn't gonna do it. I'm like, yo, I ain't probably even on the visiting list. I don't know why he wouldn't. I'm like the greatest, no boasting or brag attribute, or probably resource you could put on your visiting list due to your Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah and the length and time I've been dealing with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Well, anyway, I wasn't up there anyway when I wound up going, but I'm like, fuck it, just try. Like, because one thing about the truth, you don't always want to just say, you don't want to, like, count the Lord out. Oh, shit, let me get over here. I need to get some gas. Like, you don't want to count the Lord out by, just being negative. Like, oh, I can't do this. I ain't got this. I ain't got that. I ain't got this. Because sometimes the Lord will have it, He'll put the spirit on somebody to, like, let you go through, let you pass. And you use the name. You use the name and, you get out of those tickets. But you can't be like, ah, shit, and just think the worst. So, this the reality check. I haven't, so, I don't fuck with worldly niggas to the point where I'm doing like jail visits. So I haven't done a fucking jail visit, man, in probably like, so I've been in the truth 2 decades, 21, 22, 20 plus years, put it like that. Man, so my older brother got into some shit. I was in the truth. But I was younger though, and what the Lord said, with much wisdom come much grief. So I was younger, but now when I went this time, it's a little line and it's a fucked up place. And the Lord under the curses, Jake, that's where Jake at. Especially if you don't repent and you up, following Satan. You know what it is, death in jail. That's the formula. Well, that's the remedy for the formula. But when this the reality check. I goes in the waiting. As soon as I walk into the place, this shit is just like sad and depressing. You got a bunch of fucking nigga woman with crying ass babies. You just gotta wait in the fucking line till you get up there and call you. They call you. And then it's just, I wanna see daddy. Then the guards is like, the COs and shit, like, they just fucking agitated and fucking, it's just hell. And the scriptures say, and just waiting it wasn't a bad wait. It was like an 8 minute line. But I was like spiritually observing things. Because when you in this truth, it teaches you to be like analytical. And all the shit I know about the curses and everything, and how about the hood and how life plays out and all of that shit. It's just like, so the fucking depressing. Then we Israel, we second class citizens. So you kind of think like, yo, maybe one day I can land up in this. But if you do, you want it to be for your house. You don't want to go to jail for no bullshit, like for some dumb shit you could have avoided. You go to jail, you want it to be for the truth. But being Israel, being second class citizens, and your ass, especially being a man, you could wind up in that motherfucker. So it ain't about crime and no shit like that. How many Jakes in that bitch for shit that they didn't do, mistaken identity and false accusations and shit like that. So so then Isaiah 42:22 tells you they are all snared in holes. They are hid in prison houses. And the real prison houses, these countries, America's a whole prison. Because in captivity, you needed a passport to go from plantation to plantation. In America, in these countries, you need passport. But people are enslaved. Like on the flip side of the thing, jail like preserves you. Because really this world is the real fucking poison. And I'm not saying go to jail, but like jail, like physical jail, that shit preserves you from this world. A lot of motherfuckers would be dead if it wasn't for jail. Or fucking fat. Maybe they be like 400 pounds, or fucking on drugs, or stress, or shun the like weight down and shit like that. Motherfuckers go to jail and they, learn languages, and they never repent to Yahabashim Yahushai. But, jail kind of preserves you. This world destroys you. And I'm not saying go to jail, but you gotta, the real strength though, because niggas think going to jail make them tough and shit. You talk to the average, when I was coming up, being in the hood and shit, listening to niggas and shit. Yeah, man, I was down Northern State. I went to Caldwell. I was with Bebop and them and motherfucking Trenton. Then they shipped me back over here with LT and them. I saw Rowdy riding them over there in the county. Then I was down there. Niggas was lifting weights, playing cards. Ha 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 ha. So, and you be like, yo, these niggas, as a 13-year-old, 14-year-old, because I came up in the 90s. Like, I was young though, but I still had that 90s come up. Like, as 13-year-old, 14-year-old, you hearing this shit. So subconsciously, you be like, man, jail ain't that motherfucking bad. Because, niggas make it seem like they went on vacation. Hey, what's that Cameron shit? 18 months. Nigga, that ain't facing time. I'm stressed anyway. Need it for vacation time. Hey, yo. But that tells you, though. I'm glad I said that. On that losing weight, too. On him and Joel Santana. He said, I'm stressed anyway, needed for vacation time. So meaning that this world will put so much shit on you, it'll fucking destroy you. And without your Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, neither jail or this jail out here, you don't stand a chance. And motherfuckers is enslaved. See, fuck physical jail. So even though, little bro, I'm gonna try to maybe hit his mother or some shit. Tell him put me on a visiting list. But even though he in jail and shit, he more free than a lot of you motherfuckers. Because Esau made different captivities. You got people enslaved to their woman. Let's bring that up. You in jail to your woman. Meaning and people don't know it. See, at least he know he in jail. Hey, I mean to laugh. But this how fucked up this devil got this shit. Motherfuckers can't go or do nothing outside of what they doing. Or they bitch gonna have a fit. Or they in fear of they woman nagging and complaining. Yeah, man, just let me do it, man. I don't want to hear her mouth. And they enslave to their kids. See, Yahweh freed us from all of that shit. He said, if you love family more than me, so like the truth, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So people are enslaved to their neighborhoods and environments. It's like a force field around a city. Now a nigga might go once a year to North Carolina or some shit like that. But he come right back. And every fucking thing you do, everything you think about is in that fucking city or that county. That's slavery. Everything, your whole world revolves around some bitch. Or if you got kids. Now I ain't saying don't take care of your kids, but your whole fucking life ain't about pleasing them. It's about pleasing Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Right? Then you got niggas enslaved to their jobs, right? Or they enslaved to the block. Niggas trapped on the fucking block, right? Or they trapped in these bills, in this bill cycle, to where, so Esau got this shit perfect. So he got the cost of living to the point where, plus with the modern day economy, the cost of living been fucked up based upon wages. But he had it mapped down to where by the time you pay everything, you ain't got nothing left. But now, in these days, you definitely ain't got shit left. Unless you working like 2 jobs or you got like a partner, boyfriend, girlfriend. But with the curses and shit, that shit is neither here or there. Right? But, let me turn this on. So, where you gotta keep working, going to job, going to work, just to pay bills, subject to payment. Right? People are enslaved to their car payment. Motherfuckers are enslaved to their rent. People are enslaved to they fetishes, like alcohol, cigarettes. You enslaved to that shit. See, and even if you wanted to travel, so in order to travel and move around, and it's good to travel, it's good to get the fuck out of your city. I did it. It was really, it turned out to be some traumatizing shit. But it was for my benefit in the end. And I can't fully give that testimony. Not yet, because the Lord's still dealing on that. But when I give it all, it's amazing. But even if you need time and money to travel. Even if you had the time to travel, you ain't got the money, because your money is tied up. And even if you had the money to travel, you ain't got the time. Because when you go, even like the next city over, like New York, right? You could go to New York, but you gotta come right the fuck back. It's not like you stayed over there, or you went there long enough for an experience to have a good judgment. So Babylon is fucked up. And the real tough guy, you jail niggas, y'all jail niggas think, I've been to jail, nigga. No, the real tough guy, now you do have to have a strong mentality to be in jail, because that shit fuck with you after a while. But the real mental strength you need to is out here, because it's like, yo, like me, right? I ain't got no felonies, and I'm 41 years old, right? And they be like, somebody be like, nigga, you a pussy, you ain't do shit in your life. This how the street niggas think. Nigga, you a pussy, you ain't never did shit, shot shit. Nigga, you ain't got no charges, your shit clean, nigga, you never. So and cause they be like, you never been in trouble. Either you an expert criminal, or nigga, you ain't get down, nigga. But it takes like a strong mentality. But you do gotta be wise. Say be as wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. It said if you see evil, go the other. Proverbs 24:1, go the other way. Don't pass by it. So you gotta learn to stay sucker free out here and stay away from niggas. Nigga free and dumb shit. But if you don't have the mentality to do that shit, you're gonna get caught up. Even if you're not doing nothing, you could just be around niggas and get caught up. And trust me, I know you got but the Lord is merciful to where he spared me a few times. But you can't be in the vicinity of niggas. Them niggas is like ticking time bombs, and you never know when the Lord judgment is on their ass. And if you close enough to them when they explode, your ass gonna get caught in the blast. Now the Lord could spare you, but you might have some little damage to you, But man, early morning, get the day started. Gotta grab some gas and shit. What the fuck is this? Oh shit. But yo, my bad, I got sidetracked. Drop this video. But yeah, man, hey, meditate on that, man. That's why some people, they don't like. They be like, man, I ain't going to visit nobody in jail. Especially if they be like, man, or some people don't like go to funeral. And jail is worse than death, if you understand the truth. But especially if your ass in there for a long time. But a lot of people, I was just paying. A lot of people, man, they be like, man, I don't like you going, why you ain't visit me, man? Fuck that shit, you know what I mean? Because that shit, I see, that shit is like a fuck, just walking through the line waiting to get called up and shit. They go in there, and, well, people do it to see certain loved ones, but and funerals, that shit is some psychologically traumatizing shit. And the real tough guys is the ones who could endure the outside, not the inside. And with that, shalom. Yeah, I'm about to show you. Shalom.